Hello everyone, welcome back to Factorio. So let's get back into the game. So we made very good progress in the last episode. We have decided to make a few changes, and now we need to do them in the painstaking task of changing all of this here layout above. But we'll do that at the very end. There's no point doing that now and then figuring out, no, we need to move it over another block. So I'd rather get all this here set up first and then move these here over to their final resting places, as to say. Right, so let's do alt, so that's okay, that's okay. So the next thing we want to do is put out these here. So this is going to require quite a big lot by the looks of things, so we're going to have to do things a wee bit backwards here. Also need to remember that this is going to have to put it out onto the near side of the conveyor belt. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put this here in. And, oh, that's not right. This is going to have to go in there to stop that from doing that. There we go. So the idea is, and you'll see now in a second, if we put this here and we get this one and put it there. So this one's going to do the grabber, which is this one here. So what it's going to do is we're going to take the grabber, make it, and then put it onto this conveyor belt, which then dumps it on this left side here. This one will make the track and it'll dump it on the opposite side. So now what it'll do is it'll back up and won't interfere with each other. And we need to do the exact same thing here. So in order to make this, we need electronic circuit. So let's get that. What is the actual ratio of making that anyway? So it's 1, 1, 1. That's okay. That's good. So we need to make electronic circuit, which needs to make a coil, and then it also needs a gear wheel, which can go here, and then it also needs iron, which can go. So this is iron, direct iron here. Or it makes sense to put that there. And then we need another one to put it into here, which goes into here, which puts it into here. There we go. And imagine that there's a track along here. So what's going to happen is that's going to be the grabber, this is going to be the circuit, and this one's going to be the coil. This one's going to be the gear wheel, and this is where the metal is going to flow in. So it's going to be copper here and metal here. It will flow into here, and that doesn't need any metal plate. It does. So it's metal, metal. So that's pretty much it. And so we can finally get this put in. So that's going like this. And we also need to serve up metal here. So this will probably go under it. So let's put these in between. Sounds very confused, but I'm sure people will get the gist of what's happening. We're just figuring out what we need to make. I'm not going to do that yet because we need to pretty much replicate this here again. So we need to put, this is going here, space, here, space, here. Then we have a go down, space, here to the right. And that's pretty much it. So grabber, and then circuit, coil, and then this one here is your gear wheels, and then we have the things going in between it, there, puts it into here, and the other one puts it in the top, which also puts it up here. So this is your iron, there, there, right. So we need to feed iron into this. So iron goes in here, iron goes in here, and iron comes up in here as well. So we can do a load of bridging and stuff. And we need to put what do you call it, copper into the start of this as well. So let me see, let's get copper in. Copper in. Where the hell is it? There. And this is going up the ways. Oops, wrong way. Up the ways. Copper goes in this way, flows in. So we need to split off the copper again. So copper's going to go along here. So I suppose we could split it off here. That's all right. So we can use that splitter. I'm not joining it up yet. And then we need another splitter. not too happy with this here, so the setup. I want to keep this here as close as possible. Coal's gonna go back the ways, so it kind of makes sense to have coal instead of that carriage there, having it down here, because coal is one of the things used down here, so it is. Right, so this one here is copper, so that's okay. That'll go straight up there. So let's simulate that. It's copper going in there, and then we have it this here splitting off. I think this is alright to run up along here. Yeah, I think we're good to run this. Then we can split it off this here, because this one will run and go up into this, and then we put another one here. Yeah. Right, this is gonna be a bit weird. And then this is going up. So there it splits off there, and this will split off in here and dump it. Oh, it was a shame that it wasn't gonna go up there now, so we're gonna have to do some routing here. So that's gonna go off this way. And route in there. And bridge. So it'll split off into here. That only takes off whatever's needed, and the rest will go around there. That doesn't need to actually be there. And then we can bridge this under here, so we need to pop that out underneath. Oh, and we need to remember that some of that iron needs to go this direction here as well. Right. I've got a clever way of doing that. This iron's gonna go straight over to here. And then this one's gonna do the same. Oh, it's a shame. Let's see. Where's that? You make another one of these. So iron's coming here. Yeah. So let's think now about this. That's going there. That's going into there. And then this one is going to go this way. Feed under here. Which then, I think there's coal in that. Yeah, there was. There we go. So that's the plates going there. That goes into this one. And now we need to get the copper plates to go over to here. But we can actually go under this and reroute it again. Yeah, we'll maximize that. And this is going to go over. And it's going to go under it again. That's the copper, and then the copper is going to flow into this. which requires another one of these. Right. Which loops around. And we can actually do this. And then that'll just, no, take whatever is needed. So now we have the whole thing pretty much set up, except this is no longer used. And then this has to go into here. There we go. And it'll sort it out whatever's needed. And then it'll back up. I think that's pretty much it. So let's give it a wee trial. We'll get these two here running, see if all this here is working. But I want this them all put back in there. Another 4. And then that's going along here. So now we've got loads. The way it comes back there is so satisfying. Good. So we're free to put this. Right. And now we need to connect everyone up here. So let's put this one here. This can go here. This can go here. Right. And this is going down here. Why is that not making that? Why is it not making the circuit? Oh, because this needs plate as well. Well, that's okay, we can feed that down into that. So this needs plate. I should have kept an eye on that. So this needs to go in here. And now this needs to be modified. That'll actually come around. Yeah, we can loop that around. There we go. Excellent, that's all working away there. And now it'll stockpile it here and only take whenever's needed. I wonder if it's loop and stop. Yes, that's going to produce away at the green. And see there, let's put the green on the opposite side. And that'll come down and make its way around. And eventually cease. Right, so that part is working flawlessly, that's excellent. So the next thing to do now is that's the limit here. So now we need to take the rest of these items and make them over here. So it's going to require a bit more work. Now see with that stop there, that's okay. We'll let that. It's only 4. We're not going to worry about 4 of them. And that'll do. There's plenty of plate there going around, so that's good. And see the way this here stopped, it's not stockpiling, so that's good. But I don't really want to stockpile on these here either. I only wanted to take whatever's needed. So I might actually remove all that. It's not really needed, is it? I don't think it is needed. It'll only end up stockpiling, which actually that's not a bad thing, because if we ever need materials we can just walk over and plunk some out of it, you know. I'd rather have no like inventory of stuff. I don't like how close that is either. I want to keep that sort of tight. Just want to keep everything sort of tight to everything. Right, that's good. It's good. Yeah, excellent. Right, so the next thing to make now is, well, we've got sulfur, so that's easy enough. That's just no sulfur outlet coming in. The next thing is, oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. It needs grenades, walls, and ammunition. Ammunition is going to need 2 factors. That's going to be easy enough to do. Grenades, what way do you make grenades again? Coal and iron plate, that's actually very, very simple. That'll be very easy. That's just one thing coming into that. So we're going to take this and put it along here. I don't know how to copy and paste in this. Is there a way to copy and paste? This shortcut requires the construction robotics tech. Construction robotics and construction. What do we have for that actually? Construction robotics. Oh, that's start research. I want to search for something. Oh, what does this need? Oh, we haven't actually researched any of that. We need to research all of this. Right. Okay, so we can't copy it. That's a bit unfortunate. So that's our limit there, so we need to pretty much move these 2 lines over to here. Not a biggie. Yes, it'll require a lot of moving about, but I'm happy enough with the progress this year. That's going more than fast enough. You got loads of greens there. It's starting to back. Yeah, there's greens there now, starting to fill back up. So that'll not be long running out. That's good. I'm happy enough with that. There's a few things over here I need to remove. That's good. Okay. Now, let's try and be a wee bit more smart. So if anything uses copper, well, we might as well put it going this way into this here stuff. But I don't think any of this here needs copper. I think this is all iron plates and stone. This stone, however, I'd rather if it came the way it was. So I feel like we've kind of gone off what we were meant to do with this whole thing. The whole purpose was to make this somewhere else and have it go into the train where it's shared inventory and just run straight up to wherever it needed. Oh well, this is doing pretty good enough anyway. I'm happy enough with this. Right, now let's utilize some space here. Let's make the grenades. So I'm going to write this here down because I will forget this. Where the hell's my pen? There it is. Right. So the science pack, which is the grey or black one. I'm just going to say black. And then the blue one. And to make this here, we need 3 components. So the black one needs grenade. It needs walls. And red. What is that? The proper terminology for that? Oh, what does that say? Cannot connect rolling stock. No, I didn't want to do that. What is that called? Piercing magazine. So red magazine. Okay. And then for the other one, we need sulfur. We need red circuit plate. And we need engine unit. There we go. Okay. Sulfur is sulfur. Not that hard. It's just no matter running it in, it's the raw material. So I'll imagine it's coming out of this. I'm gonna have it going this way here. So it's coming this. And turns up this way. So let's take it tight. So that's the sulfur coming in here, that's going to go here, and that's the sulfur is going here. So this is where we're moving it to. So we need to do box, filters, another one going up, one more, and a blue one. Now I know this is the one for sulfur, but we might want to put another thing on the opposite side of this. Now if we're going to be using the same sort of resources here and there. And this is another 2 going up. That's going the wrong way. Which goes into this box. So this is doing sulfur. Sulfur in here. Which then feeds it out into a conveyor belt. We'll move all that now in a second. Okay. Then you go 2 spaces over and it's replicating. Oh wait. No, it's grenades. We're not doing sulfur, we're doing grenades. I'm looking at the wrong thing here. That's incorrect. That's not right. How do you make grenades? So it's just coal on iron plate. Right, so we need to get this coal and run it over to here. Right, that's made things a wee bit difficult because of where it is at the minute. I think we should swap this here around. Yeah, I think we should put the coal over into this one. Yeah, coal can go over here and plastic can... No, switch around. Take this here out, that's going to be coal. And this is plastic. Alright, let's move all this here out. And it's going over to this one. And we can move it about whenever we're done. I suppose this one here should have been coal and sulfur. Switch them both around. So this one's here is coal. This one here is sulfur. Coal, sulfur, sulfur. Perfect. Right, so this one here is going... So we're making 2 grenades. We might actually be able to get away with doing a few things here. No, we can't. Now, so we need to imagine that this belt here is for the grenades. So to make grenades, we need to put. Let's get this. So let's go on here. Raw materials will flow in. That's going. What do we have? Yeah, I want to replicate something similar to what we have with the gears. And then we have two of these coming out. So this is your grenades. Raw materials flow on the opposite side. Which is your coal. Actually should have been in the bottom. So you have coal and you have your iron. So it's making grenades. Let's get that. So grenade, grenade. And then going into there, which flows into this one's picking up the grenade, which is going into here, which goes into a box, which then goes into another grabber, and that's pretty much it. Right, that's going good. So that needs to be grenades. We need to pick up grenade. Where is the grenade? Do I have any? No. Let's make one. Just for talk's sake of this. So this one's going here. That's grenade. Okay. Then, so we've got 2 grenades, and it needs to make 2 balls. So I think we'll take rock as well. So our rock. Now we need to remember we can take stuff off from this side as well and pass it around. That's also an option. Where are we going to get the rock? I wonder if we can take rock from this here side. And since that's getting replaced. We could put rock into this one. And then rock and flow out and under. So it's just a furnace that goes into a couple of these here. So we can do the same thing as before. And let's get this all connected up first. And we'll pass some stuff around here. Which is then going to flow so this is your plates, and then we need to get coal to go into the opposite side. Yeah, I think I figured that out. So that plate that goes there, and then this one can go here. So coal can go along here. Then the walls. similar setup. I need bullets. I suppose we could pass underneath. The bullets can go underneath. Yeah, I have an idea. Just be a wee bit smart about this. So if we have, was it a space? Yeah, I have an idea. So now we've got the grenades going here, but we can have two items coming out here, which is the walls and this here. So let's get those two put out. So they're one space over. There and there. And this one's going to be walls. Oops. This one's going to be walls. And this one's going to be red armor. Right, let's get that. Let's go in here. So that's those two there. And we need to pass into this here, so we can get a few things put in between. So this is going to just move all that. So we need to put the two different things on here. So this is going to be walls, which we take the stone, convert it into walls. So we need to assemble it into walls. Yeah. Move these here down one. So now those will go under there. And we put walls, which will come out. The opposite side. So that's going to make wall. This is going to make wall. And then we need a furnace to burn the stuff. So that's going to be, I suppose an electric furnace would be the best thing for that. Stone brick and advanced circuit. We need plastic and stone for this. And stone. I think there was stone down here. There was. Let's make 3 of those. So one's going here, one's going here, and feed the wall into it. And then we need another 2 to make the armor, which is going to have to require a double feed. We'll get it. We'll get it all done anyway. If we need more iron, we can always add another carriage at the end where it'll no take iron off the top end here. No, and feed it over. It's not that hard. Where is that? Going to. So that's going here, and the other one's going in beside that. This so it doesn't have to require no coal. And then we need to put another 2 in here, feeding it into it. There we go. So that's going to feed into there, which feeds into there as the wall. So this one here is going to be stone. So the stone's going to go into this one here from now on, and it's going to flow here and go up along there. Perfect. So let's just see how far we can get this across. That's perfect. That's okay, well, let that do that. Which then comes round, and like that. And now you have your stone going in here. Although I prefer if it went into those things that I like. There we go. And then conveyor belt. Oops. What was that was there? Perfect. That's going into there, that's going into there. Coal is going into here. Though that should have been all moved up one. That's not right. Needs going in there, and this go along here, and this go in here. And then that needs to go up and into here. Oops. So that's stone, stone, yep, perfect. Although that can go in there. There we go, a little bit more uniform. So that flows in there, that goes into there. Excellent, and we have our coal. So now we need to add these two here, left and right. There. And then we have our stone will go across here and into there. And then we need to make our ammunition. So ammunition is going to be a bit different. We're going to have to make it over here and then send it over and onto the conveyor belt here. So it's going to be a wee bit different unless we can shorten this here out a bit. Let's just see how far we can get it. But this needs to come over a wee bit to here, because it needs to go onto the other side of the conveyor. So that's going to go here and here. Let's just check this for a second. This is going to make this and this, and then when it puts it out, it goes out on here and here, which then puts it onto a track, which then goes up like this. puts it out onto here and onto one side. We could use the large or the large one here to deposit over this track and in here. Although I think it'd be better to put that on an underground conveyor. Yeah, because then we can put that into there. That's perfect. Now we just need to make another... what does this need to make? So that needs... oh, that needs a few things. Oh, right, okay, so that needs copper and steel plate to go in there. Right, so that needs a few things to go into that. Just to make that, it needs this, this, and this. I don't think we can pump that in any other way. No, so that's going to have to go. So a range of stuff's going to have to go into these. Yeah. There's a few things going to have to go into this. So we need copper to go in. I wonder if we can get copper to come in from this side over to here. Yeah, because there's only copper on this side, so that's okay, we can do that. I think we can. If we can get copper to come over from there into here. Did it actually put copper in there? It did. So that does work. Alright, so we got that issue fixed with that. That copper will happily go into here, so that's good. But we need steel to go in there. Again, that's not hard to do. We can get steel to go in there. We just needed to go over 2 conveyor belts. And share it with other things. So the remaining thing is the steel plates, the firearm magazines. So we need to take the steel, convert it into steel plate, which needs furnace. Let's check with this here. So if we do this here, so that's that goes into that. But then we're missing the magazine. So pretty much that's not going to be too difficult actually. I'm missing a few things, am I? But I used up all the right, let's get all that. I think best thing to do with those there is we have this here issue fixed. It's just a matter of getting those 2 items, but I think we'd be better off putting it shared, and then we have a conveyor belt that comes say up along here with those 2 items on it. So one's got the plate on it and then the other's got the magazine on it. So it has to put 2 out, so we're gonna have to build it this here side. This can go underground, so we'll save all that space. Yeah, we've all that space saved now, so we've got all this room here to expand. Okay. So we need to make a few things here to... I suppose need to remember that it needs to expand. So we need 2 of these. And then another one to make the... 2 of these to make this. And then we have the items flowing across into here. So let's imagine that's there. So you need to take iron. All the iron's over here, so we need to send some of it across. Although the iron comes into here, so we could actually split it. iron can come out here, go under a bridge and out under here, which will then feed into, yes. So if we imagine that's going here, these two here are going to make, yes, I have it. Yep. Yep, I have it in my head there now what we're going to do. So we'll take some of the plate here, which is flowing along this. We'll put it through a converter. So we'll wait for that to finish. Right. So this is going to go here, split it. Which is then going to put it under a bridge, which will pop out here. That, which then flows along here. Then we take the iron off it, put it into this. And then we have the furnaces which will go along here as well. Yeah, the two furnaces can go along here. Suppose they can all go on the start. No. So we don't have to go that far with the track. So that's going in there, and then the outputs go into here. So the first two, we'll put it out onto the track, and then the other one we'll put it onto like that, which will then flow. That's put on the opposite side, that goes on there, and then we'll join in like that, and it just takes whatever it needs. Solved. And now we can put these here back in. Need to make a few of those. I think that's all right, yeah. And make a few more of those. It's going there, there, there. No, it's not going there, it's going here. It's going here. And that's going there. So that's everything hooked up there, that's good. And we've got the grenades going around. That's good. So it's going to make away with those grenades. I know they're going to take ages to make, but we'll let that work away. Right, let's send the train off and get more materials. Although I think we should go with it, because this here, I'm gonna write down the carriages, what they're gonna be. So we'll have, we've got one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 fuels. So the first one's going to be stone. Next one's going to be iron. Next one's going to be copper. Next one's coal. Next one's sulfur. Then the next one's going to be plastic. There we go. and then oil and water, whatever the way that is. We'll get that figured out. And we'll worry about that in the next episode. So we're gonna go to the factories, the different plants, and rearrange them. But it's just a matter of moving the stop to the correct carriage, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so that is it for this here episode. Thanks very much for watching. If you have any comments or any suggestions at all, do leave it down below, or visit Discord channel that is linked in the description. If you are enjoying the content, do consider subscribing and dropping a like. It helps tell me or show me what content people want to watch, and I'll focus more on those different types of things. But other than that, thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. I would like to give a massive shout out to the channel donators. You help make these videos possible.